In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect any API to make.com using easy steps. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just getting started with API integrations, this guide will offer clarity and ensure you can confidently make the connection you need. Let's dive right in. To effectively connect an API to make.com, we typically make use of the HTTP module. This module acts as the bridge between make.com and the APIs you wish to connect. Now let's walk through the setup process step by step. First and foremost, gather all necessary documentation from your API provider. The key details you'll need include the base URL, endpoint, HTTP method, headers, your API key, and the request body, if applicable. For instance, you might have a URL that looks something like https API example.com/users. This URL will not only lead you to the API's endpoint, but also serve as the foundation for your integration. Once you have these details, go ahead and open make.com. The first action you want to take is to create a new scenario. This is essentially the canvas where you will design your API interaction. Look for the button or option labeled Create a New Scenario and click on it. This will set the stage for the integration process. Next, you'll want to add the HTTP module. Click the plus icon to add a module and then search for HTTP. Once located, select the option called Make a Request. This module will enable you to construct and send an API request directly from make.com. Now it's time to enter your API URL. Using our earlier example, you would input https API example.com/users. This URL feeds into the module, guiding it to the specific API you're working with. Following this, you'll need to decide on the correct HTTP method. These methods specify the desired action for your request. The most common ones you'll encounter are get, post, put, and delete. For example, you'd use get if you're retrieving data and post if you're sending data. Choose the method that matches the API action you want to perform. With your method selected, proceed to add authentication details, especially if your API requires them. Often, this involves including an API key in your headers. For example, you might have to input something like authorization, bearer your API key. Alternatively, some APIs might ask for X API key, your API key. Ensure this information is accurate to authenticate your request properly. If your HTTP method is post, you'll also need to add a request body.